Estamos por iniciar. Listos, vamos a empezar. I'm going to start first in Spanish and then I'm going to come back to you in English, all right? Buenos días, buenos días aquí en Vancouver, buenas tardes en México, son la 1:30, Ciudad de México. Gracias a todos nuestros amigos de Wexplore por acompañarnos en este webinar que se ha vuelto una tradición los viernes. El día de hoy tendremos dos y el primero les va a encantar. Estoy seguro que les va a encantar porque en esta misión que tenemos de ofrecerles los mejores programas educativos alrededor del mundo, nos vamos a viajar virtualmente o mentalmente a una de las ciudades más bellas de Europa y del mundo. Yo diría que está entre las primeras tres, que es Praga, en la República Checa. Van a ver toda la cantidad de programas que están disponibles en esta hermosa ciudad, todos los beneficios que ofrece. Y vamos a estar con una experta del tema, una colega muy estimada del grupo Wexplore. Y verán, además, bueno, de los programas que vamos a tener el día de hoy, nos vamos a enfocar mucho en los campamentos de verano. Si tú que eres adolescente estás viendo el webinar, quédate porque te va a interesar. Imagínate irte por un mes a Europa en el verano, aprendiendo, bueno, mejorando tu idioma, mejorando el inglés, viviendo en una de las mejores ciudades más bellas del mundo y aprendiendo teatro, aprendiendo danza, aprendiendo hockey. Quédate porque te va a interesar. El día de hoy vamos a hacer un webinar en inglés. Ahorita porque nuestra invitada habla inglés, entonces voy a hacer el switch. Las personas que después deseen verlo en la repetición van a poder tener subtítulos en español para cualquier duda que tengan la puedan ver en el idioma de nosotros, de Latinoamérica. Entonces empezamos. Voy a cambiar al inglés. Cualquier pregunta que tengan la puedo responder en español. Al final haré como un pequeño resumen en español. Entonces, cualquier pregunta o duda que tengan a través de nuestras redes sociales lo pueden hacer en español y con gusto yo se las pregunto a Angelina. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us on today's webinar as a tradition here in Wexplore. And today we're gonna travel virtually, mentally to one of the most beautiful cities around the world. That is Prague in the Czech Republic. And for that matter, we have our guest is Angelina. Let me check the last name because it's a little tricky. It's Andrenkova. Is that correct?
Well, we can admit it. We can admit it basically because it's really complicated. I know it.
So let's leave it as Angelina. She's the educational program manager of the CIS group. She's going to explain us a little bit more in detail about this group, how important and how big it is in Europe, in the Czech Republic and the rest of Europe. So basically our agenda is going to be, Angelina, like a coffee talk. We're gonna ask you some questions about your programs, about your group. And at the end, you can tell us what are the benefits or what are the, why the Czech Republic is becoming a very attractive place, not just to visiting, but also to study abroad. I mean, for people who want to study overseas, the Czech Republic is becoming a very attractive place. So you can explain us why it's becoming this place and it's attracting a lot of people around the world to study and work later after they finish their program. So let's get started by the first question. It's like very simple. Can you tell us a little bit more about your group, the group that you represent, the history, the background, and so we can have an idea how big and how important is this group in Europe and for the rest of the world?
Okay. Well, Edgar, first of all, thank you so much for introducing me and our CIS group. That was really very lovely, and I would love to tell you about us, about the services, about the teaching that we do in more details. So basically, we are located as CIS group in the magnificent city, which is named as Prague, in the heart of Europe. So yeah, I have already started with promotion, but in fact, I've never met a person in my life, including myself, because for the Czech Republic, I'm being the expert to this wonderful city and country. So basically, I've never met an expert leaving or ever visiting Prague and who would return and say, like, no, this is the city I wouldn't love to return back, or I have some bad memories, or it's not beautiful, or something like this, because this is not true. Because once you come to Prague, you completely fell in love with this city.
It's true. It happened to me, actually. It happened to me.
So you've been to Prague, and could you please tell me in details when was it, like which years? I'm just so curious.
It was many years ago. It was in 2008. I was traveling around Europe, and I found Prague an amazing place to stay. It was, I think it's in my favorite place, in the top 3 places in the world, in personally speaking. But you have, I mean, this atmosphere of Europe is like the heart of Europe. Is in the middle between the Eastern and the Western. So they convey a lot of cultures. It's amazing, the place.
Well, in truth, this is the fact that takes place here in Prague, the Czech Republic. It can be found expressed in the architecture, in the culture, in cuisine, probably, because possibly Czech cuisine is somehow a mixture of something Slavic related, even possibly Russian and German. So it's really such a mixture that we have here. And I normally used to say it that Czech Republic stands on the crossroads of Western and Eastern European culture. Because you can find,
and you have an amazing beer, by the way.
Yes, this is true. This is true. Which we are number 1 in terms of exporting it to Latin American countries. By the way, this is why Czech companies are extremely searching, and trying to make it possible for the Latin American speakers, like Spanish speakers, to get the job position in one of the beer producing companies or logistics departments. And so this is the true fact, really.
And so, we're gonna get just one thing. We're gonna get into that part that you can explain us why speaking Spanish is becoming very popular among the population. So you can explain us that, but later we can leave that for the end.
Well, yeah, let's leave it for the end. But you know why Spanish speakers are that much popular? It's the second most spoken language in the world. So out of doubt. So Czech Republic is also on the list. Okay, let's return to the topic of Prague and Czech Republic. Yeah. So I've started telling you that the country stands at the crossroads of cultures, that it is beautiful and so on and so forth. But this is not the only point why it can be attractive. Also, we are very famous. We are beginning to start being famous for the quality of higher education that our universities, mainly public universities, do provide in Prague, outside Prague, in various cities. But normally, of course, the major part of the students are rushing to the capital city because basically Czech Republic is not a very big country. It's a pretty compact one. Prague is compact as well. And the population, we are only 10.5 million living here. And just to compare that every year, not including 2020, because no tourists or nothing, the turnover of tourists is around 20 million a year. Wow. So can you compare 10.5 million simply living, and then twice more coming here just for some periods of time, summer mainly. Yeah, so yes. This is it. Yep. And well, basically what I wanted to tell you is that higher education is becoming very popular for another nationalities, for another countries, like China, or let's say Brazil or Mexico, and so on and so forth. So we are welcoming students from various destinations. We are having the real international family here in Prague.
Nice. That's why you're so friendly. I mean, you're very caring, and you make people feel like home, that they are at home.
Well, basically, yes, this is our task. This is our task because, once you're coming from abroad, and especially from some country which is located far away from Europe, yeah, for instance, you are not a German or just taking 1 hour by bus and you're in Czech Republic in Prague, for instance, yeah, or you are not, let's say, Russian or Ukrainian when you're coming to the Czech Republic, and Czech language, Slavic language, and everything is possible to understand, probably possible. Let's say so. They're very close. Some words are very familiar. Very some similar, words are like vice versa, from Czech to Russian or Ukrainian. So they feel probably a little bit more comfortable. But still, once you are like approximately 17, 18 years old and you're moving from abroad to another country for studies, of course, you need to concentrate on your higher education more. But how to do it when you are a little bit stressed and you probably have no idea how to pay the bills for your accommodation that you rent, for instance, or you have no idea how to get this SAM card, or to top up your public transport card, or even to get it, or who you should address to, or something related. Of course, we have lots of, let's say, guides, like touristic guides these days, but somehow, it differs much from the point when you simply come for a short period stay and to enjoy yourselves in the new country, and we are planning to stay here for a long-term period. So
it's totally different. It's a totally
yeah,
different mindset. Yes, of course.
this is it.
So, I was going to ask you, the group, how important, what is the history of the group, a little of the background, so we can realize how important it is, so that people can get into internet and check all these. Yes, the group is really big. It's been working for many years now. What can you tell us about your group?
Well, basically, we as like people who are working for CIS group, we have lots of experience for many years. So I cannot even calculate how many years already. But as a group, we have been existing for 8 years. And mainly, we were started with providing to the students coming from abroad, from various countries and cities, the opportunity to get acquainted with the culture of the Czech Republic throughout the short-term stay. So we were organizing various summer programs like Learn English in the middle of Europe, in heart of Europe, and we were also entertaining students by bringing them to different countries like Germany, or Austria, or France, for instance, and making them feel comfortable in the Czech Republic as well by creating various activities, so that it is always fun, it is always enjoyable, and so that our students become real friends. And I believe that this is great when you, for instance, come from Mexico and you can have a friend, a boy or girl who is from Japan, from Tokyo, for instance, right? So this is great. And I know it's myself, as I used to be an exchange student many years ago. Yeah, I know it's that how important these connections are, because let's say 15, 10 years past, you still can communicate and share your life events, or even meet somewhere from time to time, or I don't know, probably create something more together, throughout the years.
It's true.
This is always important, especially in terms of exchanging the cultures, exchanging the traditions, and some experience coming from those cultures. So that was one of the branches of our activities. And, like step by step, we started to realize that those students who were coming to the Czech Republic, to us, to Charles International School, which is one of our brand names within the CIS group, they were returning back to us with the question, dear CIS members, could you please help us? Because we have fallen in love with Prague. We have found lots about it. We were hanging around the city. We saw beautiful university buildings. And by the way, Prague is regarded to be the university city. This is also one of the names of the city.
It has a lot of names, but yes, it's one of them.
Yeah,
yes.
That's it. So basically, they started to address us back with the question, how can we apply to Prague universities, to the universities in the Czech Republic? How can you help us? And this is what moved us to create a second brand for our students who would love to come here for academic studies. And for these purposes, we are named as International Student Network. And we welcome students, again, from various countries from abroad, and help them with the admission procedure, starting with the submission of the documents, checking them, and so on and so forth, and finishing up with meeting them in Prague, placing them at the type of accommodation they choose, and so on and so forth, and helping them as much as we can to feel like home here in Prague with us.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that part, that how convenient it is to come or to go to Prague to study overseas, because the prices and the cost is much more lower than any other the countries that are surrounding the Czech Republic. I don't know, Germany, France. I mean, it's much more affordable. So we're gonna get into that part later. But I want to ask you right now about your higher education programs, what they are, and what are the benefits for the people that are listening to us? What are the benefits after they finish the program? They can stay in the Czech Republic. If they want to work there, they want to start living there. What is your experience that you have seen with your students after they have graduated? But first, which programs do you recommend to the people to right now that are very popular, especially for Latin America? And later on, what are the benefits of those programs?
Okay. Well, a very, let's say, not complicated question, but it will take some time from my side, to answer and tell you all the details because I have lots of information in my head. So please, Edgar, guide me from time to time if
For
I
sure.
get lost in my speech and my talks and, expressing my love to the universities of the Czech Republic. So, well, I would probably start with the most common sphere, which is economics. And I know that still probably, as you know, as one of the greatest economists, I won't name the name right now, you can Google it. So it's not a lesson about economical politics or stuff like that, but it is well written that economics is the basis of this world. And this is really true. This has been proved many times. So many of us still choose to become and to get the degree in the economically related fields like finance, accounting, international business, whatever, business administration. So there are many and plenty fields that we can come up with. Marketing as well. Marketing is super popular these days,
It's very
especially
popular.
in the times of pandemics, and people are really well paid once they get the degree and once they become professionalized in this field. So, Czech Republic can offer a number of universities providing quite good education in the economical field. And one of them is top European school related to economical studies, which is Prague University of Economics and Business. By the way, it was recently ranked as 50th best economical school in Europe by Financial Times ranking, which is the UK magazine. Probably many of the students who are listening to us know about it. Also, a number of programs at this university are ranked as like 13th best, which is Master in International Management, or 22nd best in the world as Master in Management simply. So again, by the same Financial Times ranking, which is cool. And those ones who are willing to become future economists to get the EU degree so that you get the opportunity to work in any country further, especially if you get your degree in the English language, then feel welcome to become the student of Prague University of Economics and Business.
Wow.
May I share some peculiar features about this university as well so that students probably might feel interested in it? First of all, no matter which program you choose, like bachelor or master, the tuition fee will be one and the same for any type of the programs. Yeah, so there is no strict gradation, like one price for anything, which is 3,800 euros per academic year, which I believe is not much if we compare the same tuition fee, which is charged by the partner universities of Prague University of Economics and Business, like London School of Economics and Political Sciences, which, as far as I remember, charges around £17,000 per academic year. Just
Per
compared.
academic year.
Yeah, exactly. Or Kingston University, or various universities in the United States, like Michigan University or Texas State University. So these are the partners. I will tell you why I'm leading to this point. I would also like to touch upon the Canadian universities, if you give me a couple of minutes. So these are among them HEC in Montreal and McGill University, which is located in Vancouver, if I'm not mistaken. I'm really sorry. I will check up on the location of the university, but I just know that these are one of the most famous ones. And once you're being the student of Prague University of Economics and Business, you get a really unique opportunity paying the same tuition fee to your university in the Czech Republic. Take the whole year for studies abroad at one of the super cool universities that you might choose. Probably you would be interested in Russian universities because, you can also go to Russia.
You're saying that the first year you do it on the Czech Republic, and the second year you can choose any country and any partner school that you have at the same price that you were paying back in the Czech Republic. Basically, that's what you're saying.
Yes, exactly. And like, of course, the credits will be recalculated. So it will be
Okay.
like you were doing the same semester in the Czech Republic, but you just get the international experience. You go to
Wow.
another
Yes.
country. Yeah, this is the cool thing from my point of view. I don't know. You can even choose Turkey because like one of the best Turkish universities are being the partners with this uni that I'm telling you about, Prague University of Economics and Business, and so on and so forth. Well, let me say that I'm done. I'm done with economical and degrees and like promoting
No,
Prague University of Economics and Business. But it has fair price for the quality and for the quality of studies and the services and the opportunities that you can get there. So, well,
no, and
maybe
we're gonna get into the part of the cost of living that is a very important issue when you study abroad. Uh,
this is true.
we we're gonna get into that part later. What other areas do you have? We were talking before, especially on engineering. Many people were asking, many people back in Mexico, in Latin America, they're asking us an option for become an engineer. What do you have? What can you offer to them?
Well, then we have an amazing and really wonderful Czech Technical University in Prague, located in Prague as well. By the way, this is one of the best top-ranked engineering schools in the world. It is among 50 best engineering schools, to be honest. And here at this university, which was, by the way, established in 1707 and is already 300 years old,
Wow.
but has a very modern looking buildings, a very high tech library where students hang out and spend their time like, I don't know, simply chilling or studying or, like relaxing because there are different zones. Probably one day we will make the recording of the video and we will be happy to share it with you, just like
Please.
to let your students see what this library is about, how life is within Czech Technical University. And this uni comprises around 8 faculties, and a major part of them, apart from the faculty of architecture, are related to engineering studies in
Wow.
various fields like civil engineering, software engineering, or IT, yeah, in other words, because IT specialists these days are amazingly, extremely, like demanded, and they are well paid. They used to be well paid before the pandemics. I believe that these days this is
They're
one of the
still
top. Yeah,
they're still
probably
good.
still again, these two professions are comparing like doctors and IT specialists because
Are
doctors, we are
boosting,
in
yes, it's true.
yeah, we are in need of doctors to protect ourselves these days, especially, and we are in need of IT specialists to drag our businesses out of this crisis that we are having everywhere in any country caused
It's
by the
true.
pandemic. Yeah, so this university is something that is needed, and also you can find there such majors as, let's say, mechanical engineering or
Okay.
electrical engineering, and nuclear power engineering, or almost anything that might come to your mind. So anything, bachelor, master, whatever you want.
Now, in your experience, what do you have seen that is the next step after international student graduates? What is the next step? Do they stay in Europe, or do they move out to, I don't know, Germany, France, or they stay in the Czech Republic, or they're coming back to their countries of origin? What in your experience, what you have seen?
Well, basically, it depends. It depends on each particular case because I've seen those students who were like even coming for the foundation program here to the Czech Republic with us and really felt not comfortable. Like even after 6 months spent, those were mostly girls and they needed parents. They wanted to return back home. They didn't like it because probably Czech Republic is a bit of a cold country. The mentality is not that much welcoming because I was speaking with some Mexican students, and well, like especially guys, they were making fun on Czech people because they felt it that you're not that warm, you're not that most welcoming. But yeah, it depends. It depends on the situation and the people you met. Mostly when you socialize within the international community, within the expat society, it doesn't feel like this.
Of
And
course.
well, probably it takes some time to get used to the Czechs, to the locals, so it's not that big a problem. Another point is that some students are they simply like Czech Republic, like the lifestyle, it suits them. It's another type of like group of the people who find it convenient for themselves, who find a good job position there, being the native speaker of their mother tongue, for instance, and they use it perfectly, or probably they know some other foreign language like German, and they use German or English perfectly, and they go into development and of some business sphere, or I don't know, even open their own business.
Wow.
Because being honest, to open the business in the Czech Republic is not that complicated, and you don't need to invest much. You simply need to have the idea, your startup idea, and then step by step,
Wow.
like it is possible. Anything is possible. Yeah, and by the way, some of the universities of the Czech Republic, they not really some, but all of the universities, they help the students with finding those job opportunities here. So all of them are holding like job fair events where you can meet and communicate with the people who could be your potential like employers in the future.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, by the way, the same Czech Technical University, which I was telling you about, it claims that 100% of the graduates are employed right after graduation, which
That
is
is
a cool
great.
fact. Yeah.
Yes.
And it can be proven statistically, like I can prove the statistics because some of my students really had that success pathway. Another point is that if we open the web page of this university, and if you have a look on the range of the business partners of this university, like those companies this university has connections with, for instance, Porsche Engineering or Skoda Auto or Net4Gas or a number of very famous banks, you can really analyze it and come up to the conclusion that this university can give some perspective to the students, and this is cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, we have.
So,
I'm sorry. No, yes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, just a couple of words that I wanted to add is that there is still a number of students who don't find a job after graduation. Yeah, and this is not a problem because basically the Czech Republic is a very friendly country for expats. So unlike Germany, we won't have the situation that sorry, yeah, we take you for the position, but once a German comes here to your place, we will have to say goodbye to you. So no, it's not totally not about the Czech Republic. And once you have graduated from the university, no matter which nationality, which country you are coming from, you will have 9 months to stay in the country looking for job opportunities. And as we have the level of unemployment, even due to the pandemic, it raised up to 2.8%, which is still under even 3.
Yes.
Yep. You can realize it that we are open for job positions, like students can do it and they can find and be employed.
So basically, after you graduate, after you finish your study program, you have 9 months for decide what to do. You can find a job, you can go for another program. Is what you're saying? You have like 9 months of free time, so you can realize what you're gonna do with your life, basically.
Well, probably yes. This is, if I'm not mistaken, the common practice that exists in many countries, and different country has the different rule for the students, for the graduates who come from abroad. So, like Germany has like its own period of time, United Kingdom another period of time, Canada same, and so on and so forth. So dependent. Czech Republic did not have this rule at all before, if I'm not mistaken, September 2019. But they had to implement it to be more, to show that they're Europeans, right? As we comply with the practice of all of the rest of the European countries. But in fact, in most cases, students don't really need it, because if your plan is to stay in the country and you want to develop here, you like to live here, and so on and so forth, normally you don't even need this 9 months. You can get the job.
Immediately you can figure out, and that's it.
Yeah, so it's even easier from time to time than you think. You only have to do something to move on and to be looking for these job opportunities, be passionate about your self-development in your professional career. Of course, if you don't do anything, you won't succeed. It's obvious.
And you're gonna be in the heart of Europe. Imagine that. How beautiful that is. How beautiful that sounds. So
that is true.
I'm going to ask you, what are the requirements for people that are really interested on this kind of programs? A master, a bachelor degree, what will be the first step, the first paperwork they have to do so they can start applying, or they can start like gathering all the information that they might be asked?
Well, The plan is, first of all, to have the idea and probably to read a little bit about Prague, about the Czech Republic, to understand whether this destination could be a beneficial one for you. Then to come up with the idea, which program would you like to study? As the next step, you need to address to Wexplore, and they can
Sure.
recommend you. They can consult you. Yeah, what is needed? Whether you need IELTS or TOEFL or not at all. Like how long it is going to last, how much you will need to pay per academic year, and so on and so forth. And then, together with the help of Wexplore, we could make the conditional letter for you, sort of the study agreement, where we could inform you about all the whole admission process, tell you all of the steps, like please provide us with the CV, motivation letter, essay on the given topic, which will be provided by your university, and so on and so forth. Then step by step, we will start collecting these papers from your site, checking them, rewriting them with the teachers that work for ISN Prague, returning back to you for making the adjustments and stuff like that.
And that's it.
Until we get a perfect piece of art to submit to the university for your successful acceptance.
Nice. So yes, that's it, and you're already there in Prague. So tell us little bit more about the cost of living, because that is a very important issue, especially for international students. That is, I think, the most common thing that you must address before you go, so you can understand how much you're going to spend on rent, services, public transportation. You can tell us a little bit more about this comparing to other countries, because that can be the key point for taking the decision of coming to Prague.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
Basically, yeah, we have been calculating it multiple times and came to the conclusion that normally our students spend around from 350 euros up to 700, 800 euros a month. In average,
Wow.
the amount of money a month spent by each particular student, including accommodation rent, is around 600 euros. But again, it also depends on which type of accommodation you are planning to rent, because those options that we offer vary from 190 euros up to 600, almost 700 euros per month. So we can offer you a public university dormitory and even the private apartment. So it's up to you what you would like to choose. Yeah. Food state of expenses is not really high for the Czech Republic, for Prague as the capital city, because you know that capital cities are the most expensive ones normally. So a student would normally spend here around like 200, 300 euros a month. And again, it depends on your style. Like how much times a month you go for lunches in a cafe or parties and getting some drinks in the club. Yeah, that's it. So the less you drink, the less you spend. But unless you drink beer,
that is not good news, but it's fine. We can figure out what to do. But yes, I mean, we have seen that the cost of living is really affordable, especially for Latin American students, comparing to other countries. Basically, Germany, that is on the north of you. So it could be a very important key point for people that are getting or trying to, I don't know, taking the option of coming to Prague and to the Czech Republic. So, okay, it's very important information. The people are gonna getting more tools, more information, so they can take a better decision. But let's move on to for the teenagers. What do you have for them? For the teenagers that are looking for a European experience during summer that is beautiful, what do you have for them?
Well, those ones of you who are listening to us right now, and probably if you are far away from finishing high school, for instance, or finishing your university, and you are in the age frame from 12 to 23 years old, we will be really happy and glad to offer you to come to us for a short-term period stay, like for 1 month, for instance, to Prague.
Wow.
To improve your English language, first of all, because like in any non-English speaking country, we have people who are, let's say, moving to the Czech Republic, and they're coming from United Kingdom, Canada, and I don't know, New Zealand, so many different countries. So we normally deal with the students from the United Kingdom, United States, Canada, basically. And there is this sort of tradition to travel this way, to try yourself living in another cultures, in other countries, and English speaking people like to do this. So Czech Republic is among those countries where you can find some such people, and we hire them to give our students the opportunity to learn English with the native speakers. Well, English is the most popular language, of course, and the on-demand one. Apart from that, we would like you to show how beautiful Czech Republic is, how beautiful Prague is. So we will take you around the Prague for sure, like show you everything that we have. The let's say Prague Eiffel Tower and an amazing zoo here. We will do paddle boats with you here, play football, volleyball, watch open air cinema, and much more. So if you want Aqua Palace experience with the GoPro camera to make super cool pictures, you can feel free to do that, or visit the chocolate museum and attend their chocolate workshop where you can
Wow.
cook. Learn to cook chocolate yourself. Why not? This is
Why
also
not?
fun. This is great. This is what we can offer to you. But that's not it, because Prague and the Czech Republic cities, a number of them, are listed on UNESCO listing. This is
UNESCO
the
list,
fact.
yes, of course.
Yes. And we offer our students to visit such cities at Kutná Hora, not far from the city of Prague, honestly, which is on UNESCO listing, and to visit the top sightseeing places of this wonderful city. Also to visit Český Krumlov, or Czech Krumlov in English, better to say it this way. Also one of the cities which is listed on UNESCO listing. And apart from that, much more. We will take you abroad. We will show you Germany, Berlin,
Wow.
Dresden, and also München. So you will experience the top things that you can find in Germany, like O2 Arena, where Munich Bayern football team is playing, and visit BMW World, which is cool. And once we will go with you to Austria, to Vienna,
Wow.
we will give you a try of the famous Vienna Schnitzel. So it's not only about what you see, but also we will give you the opportunity to taste the life of another cultures and nationalities. And one more opportunity for 2021 so far only. This is like the limited option, limited 2-week stay program, where we give our students the opportunity to go for a 2-day trip to Paris and Disneyland. So
Wow.
if you feel like doing that, please join us in the beginning of summer. We will be really happy to let you experience that with us and with fun.
Oh my God.
By the way, Edgar, if we have a couple of minutes, may I tell you about the rules that we have in our summer camp?
For sure. Yes, go ahead.
Well, basically, one of the rules is there are no rules, and the second and the real one rule is that speak English only. And we basically say that even if you cannot say it in English, show it in English, because
Sure.
we have to be friendly. We cannot speak in our mother tongue because it won't be polite in terms of relation to another people coming from another nationalities and countries. And we are all mixed, and our aim is to learn and improve English only. So
Sure.
this is going to be fun and cool. By the way, we are really strict, and once you use your mother tongue, you will be punished. So I guarantee it.
You're not gonna get into the chocolate factory that is the one of the most attractive activity to do. But yes, you have to speak 100% of the time in English so you can improve the language, of course. Besides the cultural heritage that you can find in Prague, obviously you can improve your English for better. I don't know if you said that, or I remember that if you choose to go to these summer camps, you can learn how to do hockey. Is that correct?
Well, hockey during summertime, unfortunately, is not possible. But we, from time to time, when it is possible and when pandemics does not hit us, we organize trips to a specific city within the winter period, which is called Spinderlevmlin. And this is normally regarded to be like the ski resort of the Czech Republic. This is a small city on the border of the Czech Republic and Poland. And we
Okay.
take our students there to do anything they can, like skiing, or skating, or simply sledging or playing snowballs. Like it's up to your abilities. Yeah, right. Because not everyone can ski or something like that. But yeah, there you can see somebody playing hockey for sure. So, and also to experience like real winter with snow, with many cool things in Prague, in the Czech Republic. So it's more relevant not for summer period. Yeah, I know that it is well known, world known, especially in Canada, because you're also famous for hockey, right?
We are,
Uh,
yes.
yeah, the Czech Republic used to be and is still one of the competitors in hockey, but
It's
yeah,
true.
not in summer period. Like everything is melting. We're not that, northern and frozen still.
And one of the amazing things about Prague that everything, I mean, you can cover Europe from Prague easily on train. I remember backpacking in Europe many years ago, and you can just take a train. You can be in the next country in a couple of hours, and then in 2 more hours you can be in another country. So it's very convenient to travel and know and learn about Europe when you are in the center of in the heart of Europe. That is Prague, of course. So,
Yeah, this is
Angelina,
absolutely.
the information is overwhelming because it sounds amazing. If I could, I will go. I will go right now. I'm gonna try to imagine myself that I right now in Prague because it's a beautiful city. In my opinion, it's in the top three, and I don't want to get into that debate, but that's my personal perspective. But I'm pretty sure that people are gonna be more attracted, and they're gonna find this information very useful for taking a decision to study overseas, getting out of the conventional of coming to Canada, United States, maybe England. Well, now people maybe are gonna turn their heads to the Czech Republic as another option, so they can study any program that you're offering, and later on from there they can start a very successful career, professional career in Europe or in any other country around the world. Um, so, in just 1 minute, you can tell us, invite the people to learn more about Prague and all the programs that you're offering. What can you say to the people that are in Latin America so you can encourage them to look at you at your group and find an option to study overseas? What would you tell them in just 1 minute, like summarizing everything?
Well, first of all, I would love to highlight one thing, and this is that unfortunately we are a little bit limited with time today. So those, let's say, study programs that I have named, or fields of studies like economics, yeah, various programs, or engineering programs, this is not it. Because if you are feeling like developing in arts, we can also help you with this here in the Czech Republic. Or if you are feeling like becoming a doctor, Czech Republic, just check it, especially Charles University is super popular and is super prestigious for teaching and providing education to future doctors. These days, even many Europeans are coming to Charles University to get medical education here with us. Yes, so this is it. Apart from that, we are much more affordable. Like, I mean, Czech Republic education is much more affordable compared to education in English-speaking destinations. And you can get the same quality education because our professors here, they also speak English. English is the international language these days, so you can find yourself anywhere on the globe. And Czech Republic is beneficial due to the living costs and prices for education. They are very affordable. Another thing which I wasn't mentioning yet today is that once you are up to languages and will have the idea of learning the Czech language, like why not? Because it is quite interesting. I cannot tell you that it is easy, but still possible to learn.
I will say that it's really complicated, but let's keep it at it is not simple. Let's say that. Yes.
Well, honestly, I have a number of Turkish students of mine who were coming to us last year and were doing foundation program in English. Right now, studying in English. All of them are speaking Czech language. It's even basics, and even one girl is running on Instagram a small business in the Czech language, which I was
Wow.
like, Wow, really? And you can imagine like Turkish language group and Czech Slavic language group, so completely different. So
Yes.
I think that it is possible for Spanish speakers to do it. Why not? Even if you need to have the wish, and if you're into the languages, it is possible. And the main thing that I was trying to come to is that once you learn the Czech language, minimum to the level B2, you can apply to our universities and study absolutely for free, which is even a better opportunity if you wish so.
That is a very good point. I mean, yes. Wow. I mean, those advantages or uh, things that can offer the Czech Republic while you're doing your program, all these other things that you can add, they can give you a much better portfolio, so you can get out and find a better job or find a better life in any country around Prague. I mean, around the Czech Republic. Wow, this is a very important information for Latin American people.
Well, yeah, and some of the people coming from Latin America countries, they are starting to choose step by step. So yes, this is a tricky thing, but I cannot tell you that it is totally impossible. It depends on the particular case. And by the way, Edgar, I would love to announce it, but I don't know the certain dates yet. We haven't planned it again because of the pandemic, because of the upcoming Christmas holidays and New Year holidays and so on and so forth. But quite often, from time to time, like periodically, we run Czech language classes online,
Very
absolutely
good.
for free.
Wow.
Absolutely for free for the students. So because we want the students from abroad to give it a try, to give the try to the Czech language. So all of you are welcome. Honestly, like we probably will do the next intake in February for around 2 months. And during this 2 months, you will be able to upgrade your Czech language from complete zero to the level A2. And this is the good chance for you to understand whether it is the thing for you to come to the
Yes,
Czech
sir.
Republic, take the foundation program, and then apply for the Czech language taught program, Bachelor Master 1, or like to give up on this idea at all, to realize that yes, Czech language is super complicated. Thank you, but I will stay good with the English. So yeah,
Well, nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. So you get into it and you work hard and you study, you can get another language. And in this case, the Czech language.
absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely true.
Wow. Overwhelming information is amazing. All the information that you're giving us. I hope that people can find this information useful so they can start considering the Czech Republic as a very good option to study abroad. We're going to help them in all the process, that's for sure. We're going to be here for them. And we're going to invite them to, they can send us a message or email so we can reply back with all the information of all the programs that you're offering. And we hope that we can visit you soon. So we can do something together, probably in summer, that everything's coming to normal, the normal life. So we can visit the Czech Republic again, that beautiful city in the heart of Europe. So, Angelina, thank you so much for your time. I know that is a little difficult for you because now in the Czech Republic is around 8 or 9:15, more or less.
Yeah, 9:15, but it's okay. No problem.
Thank you so much for your time. We're going to invite you for more webinars soon, for sure, especially in those programs that you're telling us on February that you're going to start the new intake. So
Yeah, surely
we
I will. I
people
will inform you about the certain dates, and like, please feel free to invite as much students as possible who will be interested.
for sure. And we're going to post that information on our social media so they can have all this information on hand. And well, I'm going to say thank you to you again. You're a very close friend of Wexplore already. So we hope that we can have another conversation, this coffee talk, pretty soon with more information, with more programs. And we want to say, we want to say thank you, and we're gonna tell you that you have great holidays, not you, but all your group, all your family, so you can have great holidays. Stay safe, and let's hope for the best next year.
Yeah, same to you, dear Wexplore team. And Edgar, it was my pleasure that you have invited us to give your students, to provide to your students more information about the Czech Republic. I really enjoyed this light coffee talk. Yeah, I always feel sorry that we don't have much of time because I can be talking
The whole
for
day,
hours
yes.
probably. But unfortunately, will be kind of boring. And thanks for everyone for joining us today. Basically, I wish all of you nice holidays, nice upcoming Christmas and New Year holidays, and probably hope to see some of you as our students for the upcoming new academic year, which is about to start in 2021.
For sure, you're going to have students from Latin America or any other place in the world. But yes, we want to say thank you again. And so we can have, we invite you for more webinars in the
With
next
pleasure.
year for sure. And well, I'm gonna make a little. I'm gonna summarize the information a little bit in Spanish so people can understand it better. So sorry if I'm gonna switch it to Spanish. So
It is right.
I'm gonna say this in Spanish because I know that you understand it. So,
A bit.
queremos agradecerte, Angelina, por este tiempo. Te deseamos lo mejor, le deseamos la mejor de las Navidades, el mejor de los años nuevos para ti, tu familia y todo el grupo de CSI. Muchas gracias.
But
Do you understand what I said?
yes, you said muchas gracias a todos, and thank you
Wow,
for
perfect
attending.
Spanish.
Sorry, I'm feeling embarrassed right now. But
No, you're great. Your Spanish is great. Go ahead.
probably this is it. Because I wasn't using the language for around, really like 10 years or so. I still understand some words. I can probably understand around 40% of what you're saying, but it's from time to time a little bit complicated and embarrassing for me to speak it. But anyways, thank you once again. It was my pleasure. And Feliz Navidad, you say? Yeah?
Feliz Navidad, perfect.
Feliz Navidad.
Y feliz Año Nuevo. Happy New Year.
Feliz Año Nuevo, sí.
Muchas gracias, Angelina. Para la gente que nos está viendo, queremos agradecerles este tiempo. Esperemos que esta información la hayan encontrado valiosa, de una alternativa espectacular que es ir a la República Checa, particularmente en la capital, Praga. Les pedimos que cualquier pregunta, duda que tengan, nos las hagan saber a través de las redes sociales. Este video seguirá posteado por largo tiempo para que lo puedan ver con más tiempo en su casa, con sus hijos, con amigos, con su pareja, para tener otra opción de cumplir el sueño de estudiar y vivir en un país extranjero, como en este caso fue la República Checa. Thank you again, Angelina. Thank you so much for your time. And we're saying goodbye to your people back in Latin America so they can have a beautiful and happy holidays and a happy new year. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you and goodbye.
Bye, everyone.